Yeah, so for the purpose of the first quote, which we weren't able to get recorded, I'll just do that and see if we can get the next one after it, but let's do this one. So Dalai Lama said, "We can never obtain peace in the world, in the outer world, until we make peace with ourselves. We can never obtain peace in the outer world until we make peace with ourselves." I'd like to move over to a quote now from Buddha. And this quote obviously is about 2,500 years old. So it's quite ancient. "Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die." Okay, one more time. "Holding on to anger is like drinking poison and expecting the other person to die." Just doesn't work that way. So, what we need to do is we really need to learn the methods, the tools, the resources in being able to balance ourselves out and gravitate more towards the positive qualities that we all have. Sometimes we just forget to focus on them. A lot of times we have given up our power. We have given up our ability to say, wait a minute, I have the ability to choose what I focus on. And because of so much past experience in defaulting to the negative, defaulting to the negative, defaulting to the negative, you've got this program running in your subconscious mind that says, well, this is what I always do, so this is natural. And you believe that to be true. It's just a habit. Like any other habit or behavior that's been ingrained into the subconscious mind. It can be retrained, and that's what we're doing during these meditative exercises, is retraining the mind to be able to focus on, to concentrate on, and to enjoy the better qualities in life. As we just finished off with reciting some mantras, not all mantras, by the way, are from the Eastern philosophies. There are also mantras from Christianity. There are different sects of Christianity that have worked on mantras for hundreds and hundreds of years. One of those is Maranatha, which is by a Christian sect. And that's what they repeat over. It means bringing God into your reality. Okay? We're not going to practice that one, but I just wanted you to know that mantras are widely accepted in a variety of different religions or religious experiences, or no religion whatsoever. So it doesn't have to be religious based, and it doesn't have to be to one particular area or one particular religion. When I was traveling through India on my last trip, I came across what was called a laughter club. Have you ever heard of these?
Yeah.
Okay. There are thousands of laughter clubs all over the world now. A lot of them that happen to be in the Far East, which I find really interesting, but there's a lot in North America too. The whole idea is people get together and they practice laughing. Now in the beginning it started out with, the original guy who started it said, okay, let's get together and our whole purpose is to laugh. So they would come with jokes, right? So each time they'd come, they'd meet for about an hour and a half. And it would be, okay, what joke do you have? What joke do you have? And then eventually they ran out of jokes. So it was like, do you have any more jokes? No. Ah, damn, okay, I gotta find some more so we can continue to laugh. Which I find funny. Oh boy. Okay. Then a lady said, well, do we really need to tell jokes? Well, what do you mean? Well, what if we just kind of laughed? Well, what do you mean just kind of laughed? Like, what if we just laughed? If we just laughed, if we just started to laugh? So they tried it. And guess what? After a while, they found the same effect hit them, was that because they were laughing, even though it was in the beginning forced, they were getting the same results. And most people don't know, but laughter can do some incredible medical things to you on the positive side, like lower your blood pressure, lower your cholesterol, help your digestive tract work better. It can boost your immune system as well, because laughter creates a vibration, and the vibration in your body actually helps to push the lymphatic system, because it doesn't have a pump, not like the heart and the blood circulatory system. The lymphatic system needs to be moved, like through massage or through vibration or through something. And laughter is good for that. It actually can help jiggle your lymph, move it through your body. It's good for your immune system. So guess what? Guess what we're going to do? That's right. How did you know? So what we're going to do is we're going to take, I'm going to start the timer. Set timer, 6 minutes.
Okay, 6 minutes and counting.
Very cool.
Okay. So I actually wanted 5 minutes, but I put an extra minute on there so I could start it off. So here's what we're going to do. I don't care how you laugh. I don't care how loud you laugh. I want to have you, laugh so that some of it can be heard. Not just to yourself, right? Okay. But I want you to mimic laughing, and I want you to really bring it at times to like a gut-wrenching laugh, where where your belly is just kind of like really hurting because you're laughing so much. And as weird as it sounds, and as strange as it might feel because you're actually trying to mimic it rather than have it happen, just go with it. And we're going to do it for 5 minutes. Go with it. And just laugh. And change your pace, change your rhythm, change it up, but continue to laugh. Think of funny things, whatever you need to, but just get into the actual aspect of letting that laughter happen. Are you ready?
Oh, yay.
We have to think of something that's funny.
No, you don't. That's the thing. You can just laugh. Just pretend to laugh. And something funny will happen. I'm telling you. Remember the time that you smoked a joint and you couldn't stop laughing? Okay, so all you have to think about is when you were in that headspace and you couldn't stop laughing. Okay? Only it's going to be a natural high. Because you can get there. You can get into that natural high without any artificial stimulants. Tell me the truth. I've done it. I've been so high doing something like laughter. Ready? Go. Whoa. It's a good thing there's not a live feed there. You're wondering, what are they laughing at? Oh, it's getting warm in here. Somebody turn on the air conditioner. Laugh until it becomes torture. See who needs drugs, I'm telling you. Now you know why there's so many laughter clubs. People get off on it.
Are we gonna get the munchies after?
Maybe. Okay, that's 5 minutes. Yeah, just for a second. Just sit still and just notice how you feel and breathe.
My cheeks hurt.
Yeah. Notice how your body feels. Notice your state of mind. Okay. Observations, anybody want to share?
My belly hurts.
Good.
Well, I needed a trigger, so I envisioned that lady coming back and walking in here
Ah, okay.
and going, what?
Yeah.
I was laughing harder watching Terry laughing harder.
Hey, you guys helped.
It's contagious, isn't it? Right? You can feed off each other's laughter.
Yeah. Big
No.
time.
Yeah, there's this is an exercise that goes back quite some centuries. Actually, one of the places that I know of it started was in Japan in Zen Buddhism. And that's why they have a laughing Buddha. Because there was a particular sect of Zen Buddhists that concentrated on laughter. That was a part of their practice. So it's well steeped in tradition, as well as the health aspects of it are incredible. Often we don't laugh. There's many days that can go by and we don't really have a good laugh because we're so serious all the time. Everything in this world is so serious nowadays. At least when we were herding sheep or whatever we were doing 1,000 years ago, if the sheep did something funny, we'd laugh at it. You're like, oh, you silly little sheep. We'd have a chance to laugh, but we're so busy nowadays and we're so focused on making a living and all the serious aspects and elements of our life that often we don't take time out to laugh. So it's good to go see a comedy. It's good to, listen to a comedian. It's good to just laugh, get together with a good friend and throw jokes around. And, as long as it's in good taste, so that you're not cutting each other up or anything, but in the right aspect of what laughter should be about, healthy, wholesome laughter. So, hope you enjoyed that as much as I did. You ever saw the movie Eat, Love, Pray, or Eat, Pray, Love?
Love that one.
Yes.
There's also a book. I didn't read the book, but I watched the movie. Well, the lady who wrote the book, she has a quote here. You don't realize that somewhere within us all, there does exist a supreme self who is eternally at peace. So, within each one of us, there is that supreme self that is eternally at peace. Problem is we've buried it with so many things in our life experience that sometimes it seems to be really far away. Like how do we get that peace in our life? And we're looking for things outside of ourselves. We're looking for things outside of ourselves to bring us peace. And you see this with a lot of people who are caught into the materialistic sort of path where they just keep going and going. It's like the next thing they buy gives them some momentary gratification, instant gratification, but then, it's like they're on to the next thing. What's the next thing? Because they're searching for that peace in exterior things. It's not just with materialistic things. It could be with drugs. It could be with alcohol. It could be with sex. It could be with a number of different things that people are trying to find that happiness, yet it's fleeting. And so they continue to run like that hamster around the wheel, constantly in search of it. The problem is they're searching in the wrong direction. It's not out there. There's this beautiful story, I don't remember all the aspects to it, but they said when they were creating us as human beings, and the person who was responsible in putting together the certain aspects of who we are said to God, said, well, here's this thing called peace, eternal peace. Where should I put it so that humans will know, and as they go through their life experience, they can find it? And God said, well, let's not make it too easy. We want them to have some other experiences in life. So let's hide it in their heart and see if they find it. Now, of course, the heart is just a metaphor for a location, right? But let's hide it within and see who finds it. See, the issue is that you can't find it looking on the outside. You have to find it going within. And the more that you look on the outside, the more experiences that you accumulate, the further you get away from it. Because you just keep burying experience after, it's kind of like an avalanche, right? And one day you feel so disconnected. And I still think that this is where a lot of mental illness comes from. You feel so disconnected from where you should be. And you just haven't got a clue how to get there. Yet, when you start collapsing all of that stuff, and you start putting it into its perspective place and say, no, that's not it. And you start drawing closer and closer inside to where that eternal peacefulness is. You can feel it. When you do meditation, you can sense it. It's there. Because meditation brings you closer inside, within. So the next time you're not feeling so good, the next time you're out there and you have a mixed bag of emotions that aren't perhaps what you want, ask yourself, where are you looking? Where are you going for that peace? Okay? Even that simple thing like the laughing exercise, right? Afterwards, didn't you feel good? Because that laughter is shaking off all that other stuff. Right? You're getting closer and closer to, yeah, I feel good. Not even necessarily knowing why. Because you're not focusing on the outward, you're focusing on the inward. That laughter is bringing you back to yourself. Because at the heart, I believe, of who we really are, laughter is an expression of joy. And we are joy. Joy is the essence of who we are, what we're meant to really be, experience totally. Just kind of gotten away from it over the years.